Verse 9. Moses said, "If now I have found favor in your sight, O master, I pray, let the master go along in our midst, even though the Israelites are so obstinate, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us as your own possession." Now notice here the word Lord is in both upper and lowercase letters. That means that the Hebrew word that was used there is the word for master. And so Moses is indicating that Yahweh is his master. Now, if you remember in previous chapters, when we were told about Israelites worshiping the golden calf, after that incident, Yahweh had told Moses to go ahead and lead the Israelites into the promised land, but God said he was not going to go along with the Israelites because the Israelites were so obstinate and stubborn and sinful that God would have to destroy them along the way. We see here that Moses is asking God to go along with them anyway, even though the Israelites are obstinate and sinful. In other words, Yahweh had just proclaimed to Moses that he was compassionate, and here Moses is asking God to exercise grace and compassion and go along with the Israelites to the promised land, even though the Israelites were very obstinate and sinful. Verse 10. Then God said, "Behold, I am going to make a covenant. Before all the Israelites I will perform miracles which have not been produced in all the earth, nor among any of the nations, and all the people among whom you live will see the working of Yahweh, for it is a fearful thing that I am going to perform with you." We see here that God promised to perform miracles. The purpose of miracles was for God to prove his existence and to prove his power and to prove his superiority over humans. And we simply see here that God was promising to perform some miracles in front of the Israelites so that the Israelites would see his miracles and see firsthand that God does indeed exist and has power. Notice also the word fearful. Part of the purpose of miracles was to instill fear. In our culture, we think that the fear of God is a bad thing. The reality is the fear of God is a good thing. And throughout the Bible, we see different times that God deliberately instilled fear in people, and this is one of those occasions.